Everybody, this is Jim with Harvest Harmonics. Welcome to Innovation in Agriculture. And I'm a little late to this meeting because we just got out of another meeting where we just found out that we are going to be. You may have heard me mention this, by the way. The Kiminasi plant booster and Harvest Harmonics. We've been out here for 2 years, a little less than 2.5 years now, and we had a program that we launched last year called our 1,000 Science Trial Program. Now, what happened? The history behind this was um, when we launched this product at the end of 2019, we started promoting, obviously, and talking to farmers and really kind of getting the word out. And we had a lot of people interested. A lot of people at that time saying, "Wow, this looks really interesting. Looks exciting. This definitely looks like something we want to try. We want to do some testing." Back in 2019. But I don't really want to commit right now. I want to wait till we get ready to closer to planting season. So of course that's like March, April, May 2020. And so we were like, okay, we're communicating, we're getting a lot of interest going. It's very good down in, but nobody here in North America in the United States was actually, um, was growing. They were all in wintertime, right? But in South America, we had lots of farms. It was mid-season for them down there, so they all got really excited, and we got a lot of installations going in South America. But in 2020, we had also lined up 7 or 8 big university trials, with the University of Florida, with the Rodale Institute, with a couple of places in Israel and in other places around the world too. So we had like 7 or 8 big university trials planned for 2020, in addition to obviously going out and selling. Now, the interesting thing though that happened is what happened in 2020 as we were getting ready to launch and really get this product out there. COVID hit, and then it shut down everything. It shut down all the universities, so no university trials. It shut down a lot of farming operations. A lot of people, even though the farms were working, a lot of workers couldn't get to work. And all the farmers were then telling us, hey, this looks really interesting, but with this COVID thing, we're not going to try anything new. So we really lost a lot of our momentum that we built up in 2020. So as 2020 ended and we had, maybe like 40 or 50 case studies of farms that had gotten really good results with Kiminasi, we were kind of looking at this going, okay, so we kind of lost a year with COVID, and what are we going to do? How are we going to get this product out there in 2021? How are we going to be able to recover from this lost year, because of this pandemic that had nothing to do with us? Our technology was working, it was producing great results, but how are we going to overcome this? And so our solution to that was we are going to launch a program to do 1,000 university trials within the next 5 years. And the idea being, we want to make this the most proven, vetted technology on the planet for agriculture. And we've been working, and of course we got several university trials going. I think we have 4 or 5 that are complete now, with another 20 or 30 that are either in negotiation or on board. And the meeting that I just got out of, just so you guys know, um, was a meeting that where we're actually going to be getting probably close to 1,000 university trials within the next 2 to 3 years. So we're going to hit that target and then some. And it's very, very exciting. So but today, I really want to talk to you guys about the concept of energy. Okay, um, we all talk in agriculture about the basics. How do we increase yield? How do we reduce insect pressure? How do we reduce disease pressure? How do we get rid of weeds? How do we reduce fertilizer costs? Right? How do we improve microbial activity and soil health? How do we do all these things? So these are the kind of issues that we're talking about when we talk in agriculture. But today I want to talk about something more basic than all of that, and that is energy. What is it that plants need to be able to produce the fruits and vegetables that your crops are using? They need energy, right? They need energy from the sun, from sunlight. They need to break apart those molecules. They need energy from the carbon dioxide and the nitrogen and the phosphorus and the water and the potassium and everything else that you're feeding it. They need energy from, in some cases, the wind. The wind actually blows and causes the plants to rustle and raise things, and that's actually a beneficial thing for them. Sometimes they need pollinators to go out and help to pollinate and cross pollinate each other. So, the energy, the energy is the basis of all of these things, right? And so the reason why I'm bringing up this topic of energy is because it's the building block by which all of these other things happen, right? If you want to increase your yield, you need energy. You need to increase the energy output of the plants. If you want to reduce fertilizer costs, you need to build energy in the soil, and that helps with microbial activity and other things in the soil. If you want to maximize photosynthesis efficiency, you need to maximize energy production. And when we talk to farmers about the Kimanasi plant booster and the amazing benefits that we're having, in fact, today I got off a meeting with a farmer in Morocco, and she was just saying, "Wow, this seems like magic. You know, it seems like too good to be true." And what I told her is, I said, "Yeah, if you're used to just looking at these things like fertilizers and other things, it is too good to be true, right? You can't get 40, 50, 70% increases in yield on a fertilizer. You can't get 150% increases in yield the way you can. But you can get those types of results if you can dramatically increase the energy level of the plant. In fact, if you're able to make plants more efficient at utilizing energy and the resources that you're giving it, then you can dramatically increase production, dramatically improve quality, and dramatically improve soil health and the overall environment. And these are the things that we've been preaching and telling you guys about for the last 2.5 years. And these are the things that the Kimanasi plant booster does. It does this because we're not focused on these problems of how do we get the plants to produce more yield, or how do we reduce input costs, or how do we, improve insect resistance? How do we spray things to kill insects, right? When you use those approaches, you're just chasing a problem. You're sort of trying to solve a problem with another problem, right? It's like if I have I'll give you an example, right? I had a pinched nerve in my back, right? So I had this pinched nerve, which was causing a lot of pain, right? So how do I solve that problem? Well, if I just took an aspirin just so that I don't feel the pain anymore of this pinched nerve in my back, then what happens is I solve the problem of the pain in my shoulder with another problem, which is this aspirin, which is creating some kind of toxic residue that's not good for me, right? It's shutting down the pain pathways, which are something that my body ultimately needs. What if I hurt myself and I don't have that same level of feeling or awareness, right? So I'm solving one problem by creating another problem. And in agriculture, that's what we're doing a lot of times. You have insect pressure, so you're solving the insect pressure problem by spraying an insecticide to kill the insects. Well, spraying the insecticide also kills microbial activity in the soil and also creates toxicity in the fruits and vegetables that has to be accounted for or handled, right? So you're solving one problem, but you're giving yourself another problem. And if you overutilize chemical fertilizers, you again reduce microbial activity in the soil, and that makes the soil less and less fertile over time. So you have to use more fertilizer and more fertilizer and more fertilizer, and you keep having to chase that same problem with a solution that's just creating more problems. Well, the Kimanasi plant booster is based upon the fact that if you can increase the energy level of the plant, if you can help that plant generate the maximum amount of energy as efficiently as possible, then you are going to be able to accomplish all of the things that you're trying to accomplish. You're going to get great yields. You're going to get great quality. You're going to get very reduced insect populations. You're going to get reduced fungal populations. You're going to get reduced disease populations, disease pressures. You're going to see better soil health as more and more fertile as you go. All of these different things that you want as a farmer to be able to have are possible if you just focus on increasing the energy level of the plants. And that's the solution that the Kimanasi plant booster is providing. That's why we say this is the future of farming. That's why we're not trying to compete with fertilizer companies or chemical companies. We're not trying to say, hey, we're the next Bayer, or we're the next, I forget, for like Corteva, or we're the next fertilizer company, or any of these other guys, right? We're not even trying to compete with them because the solution that we have isn't the same. It's not on the same level playing field. We're handling something that is actually much more efficient and much more effective than trying to handle all these little problems, because we're handling the core cause of all of them, and that is the poor energy level of the plant. So if you can increase your energy level physically as a human being, then how is your human health going to be? If you can increase the amount of energy that your body produces given the amount of food that you have, then you're going to wind up being a lot healthier, right? If you can increase the energy level in the plants that you're growing and increase the energy level of the soil that those plants grow in, you're going to have tremendous results this year, but you're going to have tremendous results year over year over year over year. So if you're have been farming, I don't care if you've been farming for 50 years or you're just starting out. If you want to really improve the quality and quantity of your yield and really have a sustainable solution for farming that's going to guarantee good production now and into the future, and something that you can leave a legacy to your children or other people down the road, then you need to look at the Cayman Islands plant booster, because we are handling the core problem of agriculture and we are improving the efficiency and energy production of plants. And when we can do that, we can solve all these problems that you're dealing with, and we can make farming much happier, more profitable experience. And more importantly for us, at least in our opinion, we help give people healthy, nutritious food to eat so that everybody has the ability to grow and flourish and prosper and be healthy and happy. If this is the kind of future you envision for yourself and this is the kind of future you want to be a part of, give me a call, 727-324-6750, or you can email us at service@harvestharmonics.com, or just go to our website at harvestharmonics.com. We want to work with these farmers that want to create a better future for yourselves and the future generations. You guys are the backbone of our civilization, and it's about time that you guys made more money and created a product that helps people eat healthier, live healthier, and enlist in an environment. Because yes, it'd be nice to go to Mars and all these other places and be a futuristic society, but we can accomplish a lot right here, right now, just by improving the quality of food. If you're with me, give me a call and let's work together so that you can become part of the future of farming today and we can have a healthier, happier world to live in. Hope to talk to you soon, and we'll see you again next week.